Stay with that story and speak now to SA Energy Forum Executive Director Hlathi Madela. A very good evening to you, sir. Thankful for your time today. So, is military deployment what's going to fix the issues around sabotage at Eskom?
First of all, good evening to you, Tembisile, and good evening to your listeners. We commend the government action to deploy the SANDF inside around Eskom, and they should put some of the SANDF people inside Eskom where contractors are performing critical work. But they must also now police the Eskom office workers, the people who are working on computers, to make sure that they are doing work, they are not deliberately sabotaging contracts and creating unnecessary work. If they want to be policed, I welcome this. We welcome this. We think the government is on the right path. It takes the government now having to police people to do their job. This is brilliant, and I think it should be extended to the office workers at Mekawa Park, in each and every power station managers, each and every employee that works with a computer, to say you've been given a task from this time to that time. What have you been doing? The awarding of contracts, them sitting on contract. This is a most welcome act of this government. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Should they not be improving internal Eskom systems and relying on the military to be able to stop this, rather than putting in place infrastructure or other systems, as I was suggesting, that would be able to detect any sort of criminal behavior?
Well, it's the Eskom people themselves that are involved. We don't trust anything there that is done by Eskom people, because you hardly ever hear about Eskom people themselves crying about protecting their jobs, even going out on their own to try and stop all this criminality that is happening there. So we cannot trust anything that is done by Eskom. We welcome this intervention by the government. We have the SANDF, an independent body that does not get its salary from Eskom, to go in there and stop all these things that are happening. So I don't trust anything that Eskom can do on their own. These people have not been able to find their voice. Not even a single power station manager goes out. None of them. It has taken Andy the Rater as much as he was a bad man. Why did it even get to Andy the Rater having to pronounce what was going on? Andy the Rater is telling us an incident that happens at the power station. Where is the engineering manager? Where is the power station manager? Where are all these people to be telling the story, because they are at the cold face of this? Eskom people are compromised. I welcome this. Take it away from Eskom. Have an independent watchdog like SANDF and others policing these people, so that we do away with all of these criminalities.
Do you believe that ultimately the electricity grid in this country is being sabotaged for A, just pure criminal intent, or B, with a more nefarious, much darker motive to perhaps collapse it altogether?
It's all three of them. There's an element of sabotage. There is also criminality going on, but more especially, which I keep repeating, is the criminality of people like myself who work on a computer, who sit on these things, who want to manipulate things in their favor. So it's all of them they are playing. It's even professional people who are encouraging Andy the Rater to go and open a case at the CCMA. Andy the Rater failed at his job. If you really care about the goodness of this country, you can't be writing an article in a public media encouraging Andy the Rater to go and open a case against the government at the CCMA to say they ganged up to remove him. So for me, Eskom is being hit left, right, center. It's time that we stop all of this nonsense.
How effective would military deployment be as a longer-term measure? Do you think soldiers should stay at our power stations forever?
I think the soldiers must stay just outside the power station so that they do the search and seizure and everything that comes in and everything that goes in. But I think let's go further than that. Let's have the SAPS deployed inside Eskom, inside the critical areas where these contractors are performing work, inside the critical areas where Eskom employees themselves are doing work and even performing work in their offices. So my answer is SANDF outside, SAPS inside. It's time to arrest people right there, here and there.
Hlathi Madela, good to speak to you, sir. Thank you for your time today.